Hey everybody, Dallas again with Chaos Fragrances. Today we're back with another weekly fragrance rotation video. This is video number 27, and just like we do every week, I'm going to go ahead and run you through all the fragrances that I've been wearing throughout the past week. I also want to hear from you guys. Which fragrances have you been reaching for the most within this past week? Leave a comment down below telling me the fragrances you wore every day, or if you just want to highlight a couple of them, just tell me kind of what you've been wearing so I can get an idea. And I'm going to go ahead and get into what I've been wearing. A couple things though. First, if you're new to the channel and you watch these videos often, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and also turn on post notifications. If you haven't done that already, that basically ensures that all of my new videos are delivered directly to your phone so you can watch them easily. Second thing is, actually I think I covered it all. So let's go and jump right into this. Starting off with what I wore on Wednesday. That one is Yves Saint Laurent Rive Gauche Pour Homme. So I've been wearing this fragrance a lot. There's no sugarcoating it. I'm not trying to, hide the fact that I like this scent because I really enjoy this one. I've got a review recorded and ready to go on this one. All I have to do is edit it and publish it to you guys. I'm going to try to get that video out soon, hopefully within the next few days to a week. So if you guys have been wanting to hear my full, complete thoughts on this scent, it is coming soon. So Rive Gauche Pour Homme, one of the most popular barbershop fragrances. Generally, there are quite a few out there. There's Azzaro Pour Homme, a very popular one. There is MDCI Invasion Barber. That's a niche fragrance. It's more expensive. There's Replica at the Barbers. There's a ton of them out there, but this one I would say is probably one that you hear talked about the most, or at least up there pretty high in terms of how often it gets talked about. This is the new bottle. You hear people mostly talking about the tin can version, which is in this black tin can. That is discontinued. They re-released it into the YSL La Collection line, which is what this bottle is. And then I believe they actually discontinued it again. So now even this, the La Collection, the most recent formulation, is unfortunately discontinued. So if you've been wanting to grab this one, I would say don't wait too long. If you find a bottle on eBay, if you find a bottle on Facebook, if you find one anywhere on a discounter or something, I would say just grab it, even if you aren't fully sure if you're going to like the scent or not. But if you like barbershop scents, I would say just grab it because it keeps getting discontinued. We've all seen what happened to the prices of the tin can version when it got discontinued. They just go up. So unfortunately discontinued again. Grab it while you can. One of my personal favorites here as of recently, really been enjoying Tom Ford Fougère d'Argent as well, but I also really like this one for a little bit of something different. On Thursday, I went with Bentley Momentum Intense. So I love Momentum Intense. This one is basically their take on CH Men, a little bit of the older formulations. So I do own CH Men. I own a few bottles. I love that fragrance. It's one of my personal favorite designer scents. Main issue a lot of people have with that one is performance, and also because a lot of people kind of look for the older red ribbon bottles, which are hard to find. This gets you pretty close to those older bottles that I'm talking about without having to pay the insanely high price that you have to pay for those older bottles. What I do like about this Bentley is the fact that this one does take it in just a little bit of a different direction. This one has a little bit of a fresh ambroxan accord to it, which gives it, a little bit of a modern take, kind of puts it somewhat into that blue fragrance genre, which is very popular. There's no denying that, whether you like it or not. Blue fragrances are very popular with that ambroxan note, and this one uses some of that, and I like it for that. It gives it a little bit of something different, and that's why a lot of times I'll reach for this one over my CH Men. And it's not because I'm trying to conserve what little bit of CH Men I have left, because I actually have like 5 bottles of it, so it's not like I'm trying to save it. It's because this one is something different. It offers something a little bit more unique, or maybe not unique necessarily, but it offers just kind of a unique twist on that CH Men DNA, and it's just something I like to throw in there just to change it up a little bit. But Bentley Momentum Intense, Bentley fragrances are very affordable for the price that you pay for them. Quality is nice, performance is nice, really great scent overall. Up next on the channel, I'm also going to be reviewing Bentley for Men Intense, which is probably one of the more popular, hyped Bentley fragrances. It's kind of a boozy leather fragrance. getting that one in the mail, I think today actually, as I'm recording this video. So expect to see a review on that one sometime probably next week as well. I'm gonna have to test it for a while and get my full thoughts on it, but that one will be coming up as well. Really excited to try that one. Bentley Momentum Intense on Thursday. Great scent. On Friday, I went with CH Men Privé. So it's kind of ironic, we were just talking about CH Men, the original, and the next day I went with Privé. No really rhyme or reason as to why I did that, just kind of what I felt like reaching for that day. But yeah, CH Men Privé boozy leather scent is basically kind of what you get from it. It's got whiskey, it's got leather. I believe there's cardamom in this fragrance. I can't remember for sure if there is or not. I haven't looked at the notes in a long time, but I know it's leather, I know it's whiskey. And yeah, this is a really, really nice scent. I'm really happy with this and with CH Men. Carolina Herrera seems to, for the most part, make pretty unique scents. I mean, I haven't tried like their new release Bad Boy or whatever it's called. I don't know how that one is, but with this CH Men Privé and with the regular CH Men, both are something different and both are really nice in terms of quality, in terms of scent, in terms of basically everything except for performance, which kind of lacks. But CH Men Privé, really love this scent, especially for the fall and winter, just the colder weather. Works great. My only downside to this fragrance that I just mentioned a second ago, performance. You would expect a whiskey leather scent to perform better, but this one doesn't. It just gets about average, like 6 hours or so longevity. Projection sits relatively close to the skin. I would hope for better from a scent like this, especially if I want to wear it in the winter. I want something that's stronger, but there's nothing we can really do about it. Just kind of is what it is. At the end of the day, the scent itself smells incredible, and that's why I wear it. So that's what I wore on Friday, CH Men Privé. On Saturday, I went with Davidoff Run Wild. So this is a newer release as of this year. I've already done a review on this one and all that good stuff. You can check that out if you are curious about this scent. Basically, this, to my nose anyway, kind of takes Invictus and Azzaro Wanted and kind of mashes them together in some type of way. I get a lot of like the lemony Azzaro Wanted opening from this scent, which Azzaro Wanted I could really do without. I much prefer Invictus over Azzaro Wanted. I much prefer this over Azzaro Wanted. I really wasn't as happy with Wanted as a lot of other people are. A lot of people talk about that one and actually prefer it over Invictus and those other ones. Not me. I really don't like it that much. Kind of gives me a headache. This scent though, even though it does combine both of those, I like this one better. I like it better. So this is what I would reach for if I want to get into that Azzaro Wanted and Invictus DNA. Now that I have this one, this is probably what I'll be going for. So yeah, even though this one is a new release, nothing new or exciting here in terms of the smell, because it does take two very popular designer fragrances and kind of puts them into one. But in terms of just smelling good and being a compliment getter and being something easy to wear and versatile and good performing, this one basically checks all those boxes. So because of that, I can't really hate it too much. And yeah, it is relatively affordable. You can pick this one up on my website, chaosfragrances.com, along with pretty much all the other fragrances in this list. But it does come in at a pretty nice price point where if you want like a good beater fragrance, something that you can just spray on and not worry about wasting any of your good stuff, yeah, this one would be great. And that is what I wore on Saturday. On Sunday, I went with Salvatore Ferragamo F Black. So this scent, I just released a video on 10 reasons why you should have this fragrance in your collection. And I gotta say, thank you all of you for the support on that video. It got like over 10,000 views, which I was not expecting. I was really almost trashed that video. When I got done recording it, I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna be something that you guys are gonna wanna see. And I almost just didn't upload it, but I'm like, what, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna see if you guys wanna see that type of video format. And like I said, over 10,000 views, almost as much as my Jeremy Fragrance review that I just uploaded the day before. So thank you for all the support on that. I will definitely do more videos like that in the future. Let me know down below what type of fragrances or which fragrances you want me to do that video on. I kind of got a few ideas here in my head, but I just want to hear from you guys as well. So again, thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that video. But yeah, F Black Pour Homme, I love this scent. That's why I included it in that video as, kind of like the first video I did on that. This one comes in at around that $25 price point, like I've talked about in that video. Yeah, this stuff just kills it for that price. And it's one that once winter is over, I basically put it away. It kind of sits in the back of my collection and I forget about it. Don't reach for it or anything, because in spring and summer, this isn't the type of fragrance that I reach for in that time. But now that we've gotten into fall, I've dug this one out again. I've been wearing it and I've been enjoying it so much. You know, it really kind of is hard for me to believe that this fragrance is so cheap for how much it offers. This one was created by Olivier Polge, which is a very renowned master perfumer. So, you know, if you hate on the scent for it being, you know, lower end because of its price, you know, it was created by a master perfumer, and that's pretty cool. You get a lot of lavender and pepper from this fragrance, and for me, I've been on a little bit of a lavender kick. I've been enjoying a lot of lavender fragrances. I've been liking a lot of fougere scents, which do utilize the note of lavender to a pretty high extent. And yeah, that's probably why I've been liking this fragrance so much. On Monday, I went with MFK Baccarat Rouge 540. So this scent is something different. Comes in at a very high price point, which is kind of the downside of this. I believe bottles this size go for, I want to say, around $300 retail. Bigger bottles, you're looking at over $500. So this is an expensive fragrance. There are clones out there. There are places where you can buy decants. So for the most part, this type of scent DNA is pretty accessible. If you just don't want to buy the full thing, which I can understand, or the real thing, I guess, you can get decants. You can get your hands on clones out there. Dua makes a lot of clones, or a few of them. Casino Royale Nights, which is one that I have tried, and I can say that it is very good and very close to this. Not that I don't have that much experience with other Dua fragrances, but I do like that one. That's really about the only one that I've tried. But this one, wore this on Monday. I love the scent. Fantastic stuff. Something different, something unique. Kind of has this like luxurious type of smell to it, which is something that some people may say is unisex, and I would agree. Not a masculine fragrance by any means, so if you're into that sort of thing, this one's not going to be it. This one, unisex all the way. Some people may say feminine. I don't really think so. I think it's pretty much cut down the line. Smells great on either gender. It is a fragrance that kind of inspires confidence. At least that's kind of how I look at it, because when I wear this fragrance, I just feel better. Just overall, I just feel like, wow, I'm wearing something that smells great, that I love, and I'm wearing something that is relatively high end. No, that's not me being a niche snob by any means or anything like that, because that's kind of not how I'm looking at it here. But it is kind of true that when you wear more expensive fragrances, it's going to give you a little bit more of a confidence boost, and it's going to make you feel a little bit better because it is something a little bit more high end. Same thing if you put on a Rolex and you go out through your day, you're going to feel a lot better knowing that you have like a $10,000 piece on your wrist. That's just kind of one way to look at it. Some people may disagree, some people may agree. I would say for me though, wearing fragrances like this definitely gives me an increase in confidence. That's why we're on Monday, BR 540. And finally on Tuesday, I got Prada Luna Rossa Carbon. So this is my scent of the day because I am recording this today, which is Tuesday. You're going to see this tonight. So my scent of the day, Carbon. Kind of a little bit different here on this list. I was kind of reaching for a lot of sweeter fragrances for fall and winter. But today, as you can see, I'm outside. It's about 70 degrees. It's feeling warm today, which, you know, I don't really necessarily mind because the past few days has actually been pretty cold. And it's kind of, you know, I kind of want to ease into the winter a little bit, ease into the fall, because I'm not fully ready for that change yet. So today is a nice day, something a little bit warmer, and I ended up going with this one just kind of as a dumb reach fragrance like it always been for me. Wasn't really fully sure what I wanted to wear, but I went for something fresh, and that is this one. So guys, that's it for this video. That is my weekly fragrance rotation. As always, thank you for tuning in and watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and turn on the notifications. Also, let me know down below what you guys wore this past week, and that's going to do it, guys. So thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your night. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.